Welcome. Here's Jeroen Vries, landscape architect. I want to share with you the experience of the CO-LAND team with an international student workshop in a blended form that was adapted to the conditions of the COVID-19 pandemic. I will show you what we did, what went well, and what could be improved. CO-LAND is an Erasmus+ strategic partnership that aims to improve the quality of coastal landscapes. It addresses challenges, for example, arising from climate change, such as sea level rise or flooding, but also these challenges from mass tourism, ecological fragmentation, and social exclusion. The goal is that students and professionals can develop these landscapes and the coastal communities with it in a sustainable way. The partnership consists of 7 universities and 2 NGOs, coordinated by Ioan Mincu University in Bucharest, Romania, with case studies and workshops on the Black Sea, on the Mediterranean, and the North Sea and the Baltic Sea. Our 3 years program was always prepared for online teaching and learning. The seminar, student presentations and student assignments are all organized in an online way. The 4th International Student Workshop was in De Panne, Belgium, and it was planned on-site. First it was postponed, then it was transformed into a blended format. Just before the restriction on traveling and group meetings, the staff had a study visit on site to define the challenges. The students from different countries carried out online case studies on all of the Belgian coast. The municipality, the hosting university in Brussels, and the Lenotre Institute drew up the design and planning tasks. In the meantime, we organized the stakeholder involvement and set up the digital platform. CO-LAND makes use of a wiki facilitated by the Hochschule für Wirtschaft und Umwelt in Nürtingen-Geislingen. And there all the information on the course, the presentations, the recordings of the lectures, the references, etc. can be found. The students upload their assignments, presentations and case studies. So already for the workshop in Belgium, we had many case studies done by international students. For the blended format, we worked in international student teams, and in each team there was a Belgian student. These we named the ambassadors. All in all, we had 5 teams. The ambassadors exchanged information that was relevant for all teams and solved overall issues. They all stayed in the same villa in De Panne. The student teams worked mostly online. Some completely with students that were stuck in their homes. Some could come to their own universities and meet their tutors. The overall internal communication had 2 channels. The continuous running forum on the Ilias content management system, mainly for answering questions to stakeholders or collecting data, like geoinformation and policies. The second were plenary online meetings with staff and students at the end of each day. Each student team organized its own digital working space during the day. During the workshop, the ambassadors talked to stakeholders, residents and visitors on site. Lenotre organized the forum and made sure that there was an equal level of information for all. For the site data, the students worked mainly for their own teams. Lenotre made videos of transects and carried out additional virtual desk research. An example of part of a video of a transect you can see now. I just arrived now at the Panne station, and I'm trying to see how I could get to the green infrastructure areas in Adinkerke. The weather changed a bit now. It used to be very sunny
But today it's a rainy day. And we start here in Adenkerke. And this is the place where you arrive by train if you want to go to the beach and to Plopsala. When you leave the station, you have to cross the railroad and you have to walk along a very narrow walkway in between parked cars and houses. Cemetery of the church, which should be in the middle of the village. Oh. Here I go up, and this is the area where the mayor thought there could be something like a water square that makes a better and more nice connection between different parts of the village. Here you can see a canal in the direction of Duinkerke, and if you go to the other way you can see in the direction of Newport, together with the bridge for cars. The name of the area is Garzebekerveld. This area with old dunes and also a natural area. And at this moment we're right here. If you see it in a bigger context, you'll see to the right is Adenkerke, and there's a whole stretch going all through France of the old dunes. Marquet Ponds. Coming close to this big stag standing. It's a monument for the service for the deer. It's a bit doubled up.
So this is how it looked like. The ambassadors could be identified with their CO-LAND t-shirts. The big room in the town hall looked like a small call center. After the kickoff, we started each day to foster the group process with an energizer, to provide different perspectives and some new knowledge, always in a playful way. In the afternoon, we had a plenary meeting to evaluate progress, answer questions of students, solve problems in the group process. The 10-day workshop started with a kickoff by the mayor of the Panne, the chief planner of the municipality, and somebody from the Flemish government, followed by a panel of different stakeholders from different sectors: tourism, agriculture, water, mobility planning and recreation. The 10-day workshop after the kickoff was first focused on analysis, surveys and exploring. In the middle of the week, students presented their work mainly on the first ideas, the visioning and the concept. Then they had time to redesign, design, detail and so on. At the end of the week they presented, and every team had 10 minutes to present their plans, their visions and their details. There was some time for question and answers, and at the end there were plenary conclusions. By an online survey to all, we collected the evaluation results from students and staff. The main pluses and minuses are presented here. Students worked well on the assignments and the quality of the solutions was quite good. But students missed the social interaction and their real lifetime experience of the landscape. The stakeholder involvement was less than we expected. The use of different ways of communication, meeting rooms, forum, caused sometimes some confusion. So for the next workshop, we want to extend the preparation with videos and stakeholder connections and find more means for social interaction of students and staff. And we would like to have a more integral and visual digital platform for all internal and also for the external communication and collaboration. Well, if you want to know more about the CO-LAND project, you can go to the CO-LAND website. And there you can find the reports and how we worked, and you can go to the wiki. And we will also place the guidance report and the CO-LAND toolkit there.